I noticed that my skin is a bit clearer right now, and it feels so clearer. Like I just got like less acne on my face, and I got less skin condition, which is quite interesting because I've never had it before. But let's get to the point right now of what I talk about. So basically, I noticed how there's this thing before about sugar talk, and I mean like for coffee talk, and there was this thing for about crumble cookie. So the first thing, crumble cookie, there's got lots of sugar in crumble cookie, which normally it should be that way. And I also noticed that people are putting lots and lots of sugar in their cup of coffee. And I'm not being judgmental or anything, but I don't think you need that much sugar in a drink itself, because it is something this scary, by the way. You got coffee fans out there from around the world enjoying that cup of coffee, but the amount of sugar they put in their drinks is absolutely mind blowing, because you don't need that much sugar in the first place. You don't need 60 grams or 70 grams of sugar in a cup of coffee, because that's not normal at all. I drink my coffee black and plain, which I'm not being judgmental or showing off as a excuse. It is a boring drink. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a boring plain drink that I don't mind drinking, by the way. I don't mind drinking myself a can of Aqua Libra, cucumber, mint and lime, sparkling water. And it's something that I would recommend to everyone else that reading this. You're watching this, by the way. So, because of it, I find it scary that the amount of sugar found in drinks nowadays is mind blowing. You got people out there putting huge amounts of sugar in their cup of coffee. You got people out there enjoying themselves a crumble cookie itself, which I don't mind at all. But I do mind the amount of sugar that they're putting in their food itself, because it's scary as hell. It is not healthy to put so much sugar in a drink when it's got sugar already. The caramel syrup itself was being put after the sugar, because they were putting sugar in a coffee drink, and there were sugars and sugars and sugars being poured in there. But the problem that I see afterwards is that they're putting the caramel on top of the sugar, which doesn't make any sense at all. It's already got sugar. The milk is sweet. There's sugar in the milk, almond milk they're trying to put in there. There's like added sugars, like so many of them. You got added sugars being put in the drink. And okay, I'm just scared to like be scared about my facial right now. I don't think that's quite normal, by the way, but still, I don't understand why people are putting so much sugar in a drink itself. Like, it doesn't make any sense at all. They're putting lots and lots of sugar in a drink. They're putting lots and lots of sugar in a drink that doesn't make any sense. Because the Dunkin's butter pecan swirl, what do you call it? It's got between 160 grams of sugar and 170 grams of sugar. I just find that really scary, by the way. And another drink I noticed from Starbucks was that it was a huge amount, like between 50 and 60 grams of sugar for a Frappuccino. And in my opinion, that's not normal. I don't find any of this normal for a drink itself. But the amount of sugar they put in it is mind blowing. I tried myself a caramel Frappuccino, and I'll tell you this, it was really sweet. It was really, really sweet, which I don't mind at all. But the fact that it was really sweet itself, scary. Because the milk itself is lactase, is sugar itself. The caramel syrup has been put in there as sugar itself, which is insane. And I just don't understand why that's actually a normal thing, by the way, because it's just quite scary, by the way. Great, I'm looking like a girl right now. That sucks. But still, I don't find any of this normal, by the way. I don't find any of the things that's going on right now as normal. Okay, it doesn't make any sense at all. I don't know what is going on with like the food industry and the beverage industry itself. It is something I just do not understand what's going on. And I don't want to be judgmental or anything. I don't mind you with your drinks and stuff that you're having for what you like. I don't mind you drinking your can of Coke. I don't mind you having your ice cream. I don't mind you eating your Frosties. I don't know if you eat Frosties or not, I don't know. I don't mind you eating sweets. I don't mind at all. But I just find it not normal for people out there just putting so much sugar in something that doesn't need that much sugar. And it's absolutely insane. So there's that point itself. But the other thing I want to talk about is hidden sugars. And I'll tell you this, you know, tortilla wraps that you have for your chicken, Mexican, chili, what you call it, the chicken kind of salsa itself, you put in a burrito. The tortilla wraps have added sugar in there. There's added sugar in rice cakes, the salt and vinegar one. There's added sugar in hummus, that's the sweet chili one. There's added sugars in everything. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been learning about all these kind of things on the internet, and I'm just finding it really scary that all this itself is just absolutely insane. There is no way all of it itself is normal. You do not need that much stuff that it doesn't need inside of a food that doesn't need sugar. And it's odd. There's sugar in chips. You know French fries? We call them chips in the UK. And they put like sugar in the chips where it doesn't need sugar in the first place. The sweet potato chips has basically like sugar in there, which is added in there. Not the potato itself because of the sweetness. They put the sugar in there as well. Since there's like not enough of it, I just find it odd, you know. So it's insane. You got too much sugars in foods and stuff that doesn't need much sugar, and you got other foods that doesn't need sugars. Because when you got foods that is like regular healthy foods, let's put some sugar in there because it doesn't go well without sugar. And I hate it. Like, I hate the fact that this is our reality right here, where every single food of ours that are ultra processed containing added sugars. It's kind of sad. We're living in an ultra processed world right now, and there's added sugars in there, and there's barely anything healthy. There's less fresh fruits and vegetables, and around the supermarket that wherever I go is full of ultra processed foods. Not gonna lie, it's full of ultra processed foods. I don't know, it's like 50% of it, you know, and it's quite scary. It's like 25% of fresh fruits and vegetables, and 50% I believe is like ultra processed foods. I don't know, just haven't like counted the numbers properly, but still, it's absolutely insane. Like, it's absolutely insane that they're putting so much sugar in stuff that doesn't need sugar. You can eat your ice creams, you can have what you like, I don't mind at all. But if you control yourself, then it'll be easier, you know, which I have been doing for myself. And I'll tell you this, it is not easy, except this kind of reality that there's like sugar everywhere. And for my lessons I've like learned from all this, when I quit sugar, it was hard. Like, when I discovered all this itself around the supermarkets, noticing everywhere I go, and noticing that there's like foods out there that doesn't need sugar. It doesn't make any sense at all. There's like vegetable soup with added sugars in there. There's basically stuff in there that just doesn't make any sense. There's also noodles. You know noodles. これはラーメンです. I hate the fact that they put sugar in that kind of stuff, you know, because it doesn't make any sense. And it doesn't make any sense at all because you just put something in there that doesn't need sugar. And I just find it odd. We've already got like an obesity pandemic because of the sugar itself. And I just find it scary, by the way, you know. So I just find it scary, and I just find it odd that we got a sugar pandemic, by the way. So I hate the fact that there's like sugars everywhere. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind having myself a packet of crisps. I don't mind having myself something that I like to enjoy. But please, please don't put sugar in something that doesn't need sugar in the first place, because it doesn't make any sense at all, okay? Great. Perfect. I look like a girl right now. I look like a girl right now. Well, where's my foundation? I can't do this anymore. Help me. I'll never get a girlfriend. I don't want to be a girl. I want a girl. I don't want to be your girlfriend. I want a girlfriend. Ah!